What's up, fam? Mr. Country CEO, man. Or in this mode here today, Reverend Dr. Perry Jones Jr. I'm still in my office here at church, winding down, and got a word for y'all, man. I was pondering on some things last night and today, business wise, and I thought about something that was very important, I think, to share with aspiring dump truckers and even guys that are out here. You know, you can do all your due diligence, you can have the capital, do all the research, and you must, and you should. But I need to tell somebody, inform somebody, enlighten somebody. At some point, you still have to take what I call a step into the darkness. There's still that unknown that you don't perhaps maybe know of. There's still that dark area where you really don't know how it's going to go. There's still that gray area where, your statistics and your research say it ought to happen like this. But then what if it don't, or it might not happen like this, meaning certain things, not overall. And I thought about that. I said, it's still a faith walk, Perry. Either way it go. I say we encourage people, they must do the due diligence of doing the research on the business. They must come in with the right kind of capital. They must get busy at grinding and finding the work. They must find the right truck. They must, do all the things right, tax-wise, see, all that. And I thought about that thing, occurred to me last night and again today. Either way it go, at some point, it's still a step of faith, a step into the darkness. Taking a step, Martin Luther King said, when you don't know, taking the next step on the staircase when you can't see it. At some point, you have to say, okay, you know what? I've done what I can do. And now it's time for him to do what only he can do. That's a word for your mind right here on a Sunday. You do what you can do. You do what you should do. You do what you can do. But at some point, as you get started, it's still going to be a faith walk where you have to say, okay, here goes. I've done my part. Master, it's on you. All right. I say that because I don't want everybody to think that you can do all those things and there ought to not be some kind of still dependence on God to only do what he can do. Now, I'm not trying to impose my beliefs on anybody. I am definitely a firm believer in God, pastor of a church. That's my background. That's my modus operandi. That's why I'm here. That's why my business is successful. I owe it all to him. So for those of you who believe in that, believe in God and that kind of thing, take it for what it's worth. But still, even if you don't, and I hope that you do, but even if you don't, at some point, even after you've done all that you can do, you have to say, okay, here goes. And hold on for the ride like being on a horse with no saddle and no bridle. And let's just see what happens. All right. I just thought I'd share that word for you. Don't be afraid to step out into the darkness. God got you. God, your CEO, Dr. Jones. I'm whichever one. This Sunday, I'm gone.